Another week of college football awaits us as Kansas gets set to take on Baylor University here in Kansas. And today we have the Jayhawks taking on Baylor, and it's going to be a very interesting matchup as Kansas are kind of set as the underdogs, but with that high-powering offense, Chris Stanley at quarterback, and of course everyone knows sophomore running back Riley Fast, who has made a huge impact to this football team. They got a win last week, and this week they're going to be playing Baylor, so it's going to be a big matchup for them to see where they're at in this season, and we can't wait to bring it to you. We'll be back here at kickoff in just a moment. And here we are, first play from scrimmage. Kansas starts off with the ball. Riley Fast lined up behind Stanley. He's going to hand it off to him up the middle. He's got some room, first down and more. Breaking tackles, shaking people. Nobody can catch Riley Fast as he gains 21 yards on the very first play from scrimmage. And this is a guy everyone has their eyes on in his college football career. Everyone's going to be looking out for number 30 for Kansas, who did just transfer to Kansas from Missouri last year. And he's got splitting the carries with him and Poca Williams Jr., but it looks like Riley Fast is that guy that's definitely going to be hard to catch no matter what, so they're going to be giving him the ball as much as possible. Stanley lined up by himself in the gun on this play. 3rd and 7 play, very important, drops back, has good protection, throws over the middle. It's going to be caught for a first down for Kansas. 3rd and 7 coming up here at the 10-yard line. Stanley lined up in shotgun formation. He's going to take the snap. He's going to throw, fires to the end zone. It's Charlotte for the touchdown. And Kansas is going to get on the board first here against Baylor. And this is exactly how they needed to start off this game. An opening drive for a touchdown. It's Charlotte, who was pretty well covered initially, but it's just a good throw and a good catch. And he had about a step on, but he caught right up, and at the end he almost batted it away, but just cannot get in there, and Charlotte's going to get this touchdown for Kansas to go up 6-0. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for Baylor. Shotgun formation look here. He's going to take the snap, rolls around, throws, and fires wide open for the touchdown. Touchdown Baylor. 1st and 10 for Kansas. They're on their own 14-yard line. Fast lined up behind Stanley. He's got a man in motion. He's going to fake it. Hands off to Riley Fast up the middle. He's going to get to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 with 3 seconds. Here's the kick for 3 points before halftime. They get it, and they're going to go 10-7 before the half. Kansas on top. 2nd and 5 now from the 35-yard line. Chris Stanley's going to fake the handoff to Fast. He's going to bomb it down deep to Parchment for the touchdown. Kansas goes up by 2 possessions as Parchment gets wide open at the end zone as Stanley just launches it over the defense for the touchdown. What a play. What a throw. Parchment easily gets open field. Had the speed, had a few steps, and that's an easy touchdown for Parchment, for the easy touchdown for Kansas. And Stanley had all sorts of time. Everything worked well, perfect on that play for Kansas. And now they're going to go up after the extra point, 17-7 here in the 3rd quarter. Big play coming up here, 3rd and 18 for Baylor. Almost getting into the 4th quarter. They need something here. And here's going to be the drop back, his throw, and it's going to be intercepted by Kansas. 10-5 touchdown, Kansas Jayhawks. And just like that, they are making this even more difficult for Baylor as they're going to go up 23-7. An extra point will make it 24-7. The interception for Kansas. What a play on defense, and this is a play they had to get on for Baylor, but even if he would have caught that, it still wouldn't have gotten them anywhere close to that first down marker, and Kansas is going to have a huge advantage going into this 4th quarter, up by multiple scores. First and 10 for Kansas at the 41-yard line, 5:22 left. Going to hand it off to Riley Fast, who bounces off some blockers, and he's going to get to the 33-yard line. It's a good-looking run for Riley Fast on that play. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 for Kansas. And if you're in the situation they're in right now, they're in a really good situation to win this football game. And right now, they just need to finish and keep control of this game. And here they are, the 33-yard line, and they are nearing field goal range for themselves, so that would be huge. Here's another handoff to Riley Fast. He gets the first down, but he's stripped. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by Baylor. This might be the play they needed to get back into this game, as Riley Fast does something he rarely does, and that's cough up the football. And this is just a great strip by Baylor, and they just yanked it right out of the arms of Fast. They needed that big turnover, and they got it right there. All right, 4th down with the kick here, and it's going to be up and good as Kansas takes a 27-7 lead with a 20-point deficit for Baylor now. It's going to be hard to come out of this one with being the underdogs and Kansas coming out here with a 27-7. It's just insane. 18 seconds left. Baylor just trying to get something more on the board here before the game ends. Man in motion. There's the drop back. Throws, fires over the middle. Good catch. And it's going to be a touchdown for Baylor right before this game ends. So they cut the deficit just a little bit before this game ends. But it's definitely a little, too late here late in the 4th quarter. And all they got to do now is just hope for some sort of onside, but I don't think that's going to happen here with this late in the game. All right, and that's going to do it here from Kansas. Kansas actually snags this lead from Baylor, 27-14, your final score here today, as the Kansas Jayhawks, the underdogs, coming away with this one. Riley Fast ended up not being a huge factor in the game, but they still put together a huge game here today with 136 pass yards, 46 rush yards. As you can see, their stats were not that great, but they just controlled this game from the beginning to the end, and in the end, they get the huge W here today. And with that being said, that's going to do it here from Kansas. And here comes the handoff to Riley Fast to the left side. He's got some room. He can cross the 40, 30, and he gets hit down at the 30-yard line. And, oh, look away, Kansas fans, as Riley Fast got hit hard on that play, and he's holding his left arm. This is not good for Kansas fans, as Riley Fast immediately started grabbing his left arm here. Let's see if we can find out what happened here, as he gets hit hard on the left arm as he goes down by 2 defenders, and not a good sign for Riley Fast and the Kansas Jayhawks, a sophomore sensation who's just transferred from Mizzou and is now needing assistance to the sidelines here as they look at his left arm area and doing some exercises. Hopefully he's okay. And that's going to do it here from Texas Tech. They get the win over Kansas, as Kansas dropped off after the Riley Fast injury, and they could not pull off the win after having some early success in the season. And Texas Tech is going to take the win here. We'll have more updates for Riley Fast, the Riley Fast injury, as he did not come back into the game after that injury. And Texas Tech steals the win from Kansas 21-16, as Riley Fast is was not cleared to return to this game, and hopefully he's okay and he'll be able to return to the action very, very shortly. But as of right now, Kansas is going to have to figure out what they want to do with their running back situation moving forward this season. So we'll see where that is, but that's going to do it here from Texas, and we will catch you next week. Thanks for joining us. There's still no word yet from Kansas about the injury of Riley Fast. A lot of people think his season could be over with this arm injury to his left forearm, elbow area that is the injury that's in question. So if he's out for the season, does Kansas have less of a opportunity this season, as they had such a hot start with the win against Missouri and the win against Baylor, and now against Texas Tech taking a loss after he went out? They were playing really well. They were doing really well on that drive, as Texas Tech did drive down the field on that first possession and scored, and Kansas was very well on their way to score as well, but just could not get the job done, as sophomore running back Riley Fast goes down with an injury. This is the huge headline right now, and the Kansas Jayhawks probably don't know how to address this just yet, or they still haven't gotten a diagnosis of what is going to be happening or what's going on with Riley Fast in particular. So we'll see how this plays out. But if Riley Fast cannot go, Kansas could be potentially in trouble with their running game, and might have to move to passing it a little bit, which Stanley has proven that he can do this season, but there's just a lot of question marks in the air whether Riley Fast will return to action this season.